What is up, everybody? How are you all doing today? My name is Daedric. I'll be your host again, and welcome back to Showdown. This is going to be the second video on the channel, and as I mentioned before, we usually focus on Switch content, but I am a fan of a diverse range of consoles. Therefore, I like to cover things from PlayStation, Microsoft, and others. So we're going to be focusing on the thing that's been big in the past few days. Sony goes, we're going to put the hammer down. We're going to take down the PS3 stores, and you're no longer going to be able to purchase downloadable content on them, the digital games and so forth. And you always have to remember there is a large selection of titles that you can only get off of the store. So of course everybody was going crazy, but then Sony did something that was very surprising. They said, wait a second, all our fans in the past few days have stated how much they're going to miss the store. There has been a big influx in people buying off of the store, so let's keep it on there. Of course, they tried to code it over nicely, and they was like, well, we'll leave the store on there because we didn't realize how many people care about it, etc. Well, in my opinion, what they're really doing here is they realized, hold up a minute. Man, we're getting a lot of cash income because people are wanting to finish buying these games. But if we leave this on here, people might go back to it and spend more money, and especially for the people who don't have a chance to do it right now. So I'm going to, once again, that's the topic. I'm going to read you my opinions on it. It's the PS3 store not being closed. So I'm reading off of my phone a blog from PlayStation.com directly. And it says, players will be able to continue purchasing games on the PS3 and PS Vita. They are closing the PSP stuff down, which that kind of figured. Recently, we notified players that the PlayStation Store for the PS3 and PS Vita devices was planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, however, it is clear that we made the wrong decision here, so today I'm happy to say that we'll be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and Vita devices. The PSP will shut down on July 2nd, 2021 as planned. So, I'm here to give my opinions on this, my most honest personal opinion, so here we go. So, first off, I just want to give a shout out to Sony, because I'm not just going to hate on them completely. This is impressive. You got to think of a few things here. You have the manpower, which is the people watching and making sure that the store is still going to be operational. There is always maintenance with these things. Then you have to count the fact that they're also running it off of more servers. So that's two things right there. All of these things on the line run off of servers. And you got to realize what Sony's doing right now. They have the PS3 store, the PS4 store, and the PS5 store. So with 2 generations forward we are now, even if nobody can afford a PS5 right now, and honestly, in my opinion, I don't think majority of families will be able to afford one for them or their families for another year. They have 3 stores going right now. They're 2 generations ahead, and they're still keeping that up because they've seen how much people wanted it. Now, that's pretty cool. That is really impressive. Perks to Sony. I mean, you all, to an extent, definitely care about your communities. That is for sure. Now, I'm not going to lie, I didn't see this happening at all because I already got an email from Sony letting me know that the communities I was in on their PS4, like the different communities you can join for different games, I already got notified from Sony, hey, we're going to be shutting these down. And you're going to no longer be in these communities because these communities are no longer going to be on PS4. So I thought they were already making their way to close PS4. And they probably still are making preparations for that. But what they got to realize too is, like I said, I believe at the minimum it's going to be a year before the average family can afford a PS5. Because right now where I'm at, here I'm in the state of Kentucky, they're still sold out on Amazon. They're still sold out on Walmart.com here. You can't find them anywhere. Our Walmarts here are refusing to even carry them, or the new Xboxes. But you can get the new Xbox S, the digital-only version, 500 gig for $400 from different local game stores. Not GameStop, I don't think, but a bunch of other local game stores here. And you can't do that with the PS5. You can find those for $400 still sealed. But the PS5, you'll be lucky if you find that at $800, if that, It's usually retailing at 1,000 right now here, still. And I see it being that in the future for at least a good another year. But the perks I want to finish giving here is just like they're still putting time and money to keep the store on. Honestly, I kind of didn't understand it. I mean, guys, if they would have just gave us a month extra, which they haven't stated how long they're going to be leaving the PlayStation 3 stores up and the Vita. If they would have just gave us a month extra, I mean, you should have been happy with that alone because, like I said, this is 2 console generations behind now. But it is impressive. Now, I'm going to look at the negative side of this, which is the one that I'm more focused on. I don't think they're doing this to help the people in their community. I think they're doing this, once again, because they realized how much money they were making off it, and not everybody has money right now. So they're giving everybody a chance to spend more money, and I'd say in a foreseeable future of 6 months at the most. Now, I'll say 6 months to 12 months at the most, it will be shut down. There is no way they're going to keep putting out the time and money for this if they're not making that back. Of course, they are going to be making it back now because everybody's thinking, oh my God, it almost went down. It will go down again. It's in people's minds now. They took something, put it in your head, and now everyone's thinking about that. So it's a cash grab in that way. And I think that's how it reflects on it. But that is the negative side. There's always positive and negative to everything. You know, that's how it is. There's a balance. I am happy with what Sony has done in deciding to leave it on there, but I don't want everyone thinking that they're doing this out of the kindness of their heart. And honestly, if I was Sony, I don't blame them. Honestly, I still would take the PS3 store to the table saw and grind it down because, folks, that is 2 generations behind now. It is time for that to go. And of course, I'm not going to say them all in this video because, you know, they're not the best ways to go towards things. But there are other ways to get games on consoles, not using the official store. I'm not saying you should do that or anything, but I'm just saying, look, it's 2 generations behind now. If you don't have it by now, that's on you. And I'm not a person who has every game saying this. I don't have a PS3 right now. I recently sold my PS3. And I definitely don't have any digital games off that. I have some off the PS4. But, yeah, it is just crazy. Honestly, your best bet, though, get these games, get them bought off the PS3 store, get them on a hard drive. But I just wanted to go over this. It's a very popular subject. I wanted to give my opinion on it. My name is Dejrick once again. Thank you for joining the show, then. Please tell me your honest opinions. Tell me what you thought about this video, what I could do better, and your opinions on this hot topic subject right now in the comments. Thank you for joining, and until next time, Showdown out.